Dirk Lincecum out at Philo High School. Sorry, everyone taking the field here, getting you ready. But Dirk Lincecum, we caught up with him earlier in the week to talk about what needs to go into a win here at Circleville.
Well, I think no matter what we decide to do, we have to execute. I mean, every play is drawn up in the playbook to be a touchdown. So really, it comes down to limiting mistakes. And nobody out here is perfect. You know, they all make mistakes, but not compounding those mistakes has been something that has haunted us at times. You know, in the Tri-Valley game, we had about 42 out of 48 minutes where we played really solid football, and then there was a short stretch in that game where the ball just didn't bounce our way. We made some mistakes, and those things happen. So the big thing is picking yourself back up after something doesn't go your way and getting your head back on straight and getting back to work as soon as possible. They've got a lot of good players. They've got a lot of talented players. Their quarterback is very talented. They've got two good tailbacks that can run the football really well. They're big up front. So, you know, looking at them offensively, it presents a big challenge for us. I mean, luckily, we're able to match size with a lot of teams in speed and talent, but they execute really well. You know, they're very well coached. Their coaches won 2 state titles at Pickerington, and you know, they have a loaded staff of very qualified people. So, you know, anybody that plays Circleville has got their hands full from top to bottom as far as preparation, athleticism, size. So they're pretty well put together. It's a big challenge for us to come out and beat them this week.
Coach Dirk Lincecum, you know, we got ourselves a nice battle. It's a chilly night here on Halloween night. You know, it's temperatures just above in the 40s. Here, and it's only going to get cooler as this one moves on. We're about 90 seconds away from kickoff. But looking at both of these teams, Circleville, you know, 2 wins to end their season, the regular season, with what they had going forward with their 2 big wins. And really, it's been the ground game for them. Cole Nungester and Ray Azell, their 2 tailbacks, have really carried their offense so far this year.
Well, you know, we spoke to the head coach, Coach Sherritt, of Circleville before the game. And Dylan, he looks like the son of Woody Hayes. He's got on the white shirt. He's got on a tie. He runs football. I mean, he is the epitome of old school tough football in my mind. He has a couple of state championships on his belt from, I think, Pickerington.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one.
That's where he came from.
So he's a veteran coach, and I think that's what we're going to see from his team. We're going to see a hard-nosed running attack.
Yeah, program just a few seasons ago, well below 500. Now you're seeing them kind of take that next step in terms of what they've been able to bring. You get a good head coach in there, and great things like that can happen. Philo looking to pull off, I'd say, an upset, obviously as a 10 seed coming into this one. They will receive the ball first, and that's where we will get going as Aiden Mahon back deep to return the kick. Big crowd here in round 1 of the playoffs. A true home game for the Tigers.
Yes, it is. You know, Philo started this season off 5-1 and then ran into Sheridan and Tri-Valley back-to-back. Not only did they incur 2 losses, they also had several injuries from those games, and they had to rebound a little bit. They lost their final game of the season to Morgan, so I'm sure they're hungry for a win tonight.
They will try to do this, and here's the kickoff as Caden Paxton kicks this one deep, and it'll be fielded and rather dropped about the 18-yard line, and then picking up some speed with some space and bringing it out to about the 40-yard line as there goes Griffin Harper, a big return for the Electrics.
Oh, that's an outstanding return considering he dropped the ball. That could have been a disaster. Well, we'll see what the Electrics come out in. You know, we talked to Coach Linson before the game, and he said that Circleville may be susceptible to a good running attack. So we'll see.
And they've been able to run the ball pretty well this year. Slade Sprankle, the lead tailback for the Electrics, has had a very successful season. Top 5 in the MVL in yards. Now we will go ahead and get a whistle before we get started here.
Well, they just took Slade Sprinkle off the field. Must be an equipment issue or a spot of blood on him or something. He's out of the game, and I think it's
Griffin Harper checking in.
Griffin Harper come back in for him.
Just had the big return on the kickoff, and he will not receive the carry. Instead, it's the quarterback, Jack Lincecum, brought down in the backfield. Sort of a read option blown up.
Caden Sanchez on that tackle. Boy, he's a linebacker, and I was told by one of the guys in the press box up here he'd be making many tackles tonight.
And now a whistle, I believe. This will be on the Tigers.
Snap penalty is offsides on the Tigers.
Well, I saw a linebacker bluff a blitz, and he must have crossed that neutral zone when he made that move. Here's another one.
And they just did it again. And they are slowly moving closer to that first down marker as they're now just 2 yards away after back-to-back penalties.
Well, 2 plays into the game, it's obvious that the linebackers bluffing a blitz is a main part of this defensive package. I mean, there they are again. They crowd the line. You're either going to blow through a gap or back off on the snap, one of the two. But they're going to try to bluff those offensive linemen into moving, and so far the only ones that have been caught doing that are the Tigers.
Slade Sprinkle back into the ball game after the equipment issue. He's now in the pistol set with the quarterback Lincecum. He'll turn around and give to Sprinkle. He's got some yards. He leans forward. He's got the first down to about the 46.
Outstanding plays for a first down. The last time they had a first down and ran the ball, they got stuffed. Quick time here. They're not going to waste time in the huddle.
So we've seen them do this all year. They get right up to the line, don't let the defense switch, and they'll look over and then reset their play. So something that we've seen over the years with Tri-Valley, they executed that a lot with Max Lyle, and now we're starting to see that with Coach Lincecum. So first down now on the 46. This is a quick pitch out Sprinkle. Sprinkle dodges a tackle. He gets about 4 or 5. Another big gain.
Well, you know, I've known Coach Lincecum in the backfield with Lincecum at quarterback. Did you see that this year at all? Or is it
not much?
Okay. I mean, this is my first time to see the Electrics play this year. 2 flankers split to the left.
And it's going to be quarterback power as there goes Lincecum. A flag is down. He will power his way forward, but I think that might be coming back.
I think that's a sideline warning the way it looks.
Sideline warning on Circleville.
Sideline warning on Circleville, yes.
So that will stand. It is a first down. So Philo marching their way down the field to about the 23 now. Just on the edge of the red zone.
Well, they're doing a great job on the offensive line, opening up holes, that's for sure.
And they will pitch this one out to Sprinkle, and he is tripped up.
I tell you, that's a good gain compared to where he was first hit. I mean, he was somebody had him by the ankle behind the line of scrimmage, and he fought through that for a gain of 2. Boy, the splits on their offensive line are so tight. I've watched New Lex all year, Dylan, and you could put a neighborhood between their offensive linemen, their line splits.
Yeah.
Well, these guys looks like almost foot to foot.
Lincecum will pull it and take it himself, and he's going to bounce off a couple tacklers before the ball's out, and
we got a
that's
flag.
A turnover. He's taking it the other way and brought down near the 50.
Don't move, Sticks. Don't move, Sticks. Ah.
So that is a big, big play by this Tiger defense.
Well, I thought that penalty may have been on the Tigers, but apparently not.
I think that was just the ball out flag from the ref.
I don't know. That flag looks awful yellow.
And they'll pick it up. So this is Tiger football. So right when the Electrics were driving, not only that, they were taking time off the clock.
Well, you know, Lincecum was fighting for extra yards. They had him stood up. That's the time when, you know, you need to get on the ground, not fight for that extra inch.
So this will be a quarterback keeper as a quarterback. That is Hudson Phelan blown up, but he's able to get about 5 yards on that first down carry.
Maybe a little more.
Yeah, about 7 to mark it.
Well, this is when your defense, coaches call this a quick change. Your defense has to react when there's a quick change of possession. Everybody on the Philo sideline was thinking we're going to kick or we're going to go for 2, and right now they're playing defense.
So now they come out with the 2-back set, and it's a play action. Phelan rolling right, looking right, and he will keep it. He's reached his way forward, and it's going to be close. They're going to move the chains.
The defensive end for Philo took an inside rush, allowing Phelan to get to the outside. And, we used to tell our defensive ends at Kirksville, nothing good ever happens if you lose contain. And that's exactly what happened. The quarterback had plenty of time to either find someone to throw it to or run the football. Okay, that's a first and 10.
Chain mover. Ball now on the 43. Got 3 in the backfield here. And it'll be Phelan again. And he will be stopped after another positive gain. We've seen both quarterbacks run it several times here on this opening drive for both teams.
Well, that's just power off tackle with the quarterback running with 3 lead blockers coming out of the backfield with him. So that's exactly what Coach Linscomb described to me. He says, they're going to run off tackle. They're going to use 40 different formations, but they're going to run off tackle. Here's another new formation.
And this will be the first time that we call the name of the lead tailback, Cole Nunchester.
6'1", 195. It's a nice tackle by Carpenter for Philo if he had Mimpler, if you're an offensive coordinator.
Especially a team that likes to run the ball. You get in those short yardage situations.
There's that stacked backfield again.
And this will go to Nunchester. Oh, Nunchester hit hard. About the 25, maybe a yard there.
Brought down by number 2, Slade Sprinkle, and number 5, KJ Phillips.
Thought I saw Grant Rhodes in on that tackle as well.
So you blink and you look. We only got 5 minutes left in this first quarter. You mentioned the ball has just been in the hands instead of throwing it in the air all game long so far.
I think we've only had one play where the ball carrier went out of bounds.
Yeah. Clock has not stopped. This is a quarterback keeper, and running his way past the 15 and staying on his feet, going to the end zone goes Hudson Phelan, and the Tigers strike first.
Boy, Dylan, that was a great fake in the backfield and absolutely determined running by the quarterback. 1 missed tackle, 2 missed tackles. They have him, they have him, and he just gets away.
Right there.
You put your head down to tackle, you're going to miss it every time.
That replay brought to you by the Ohio Educational Credit Union. And now, 6-0 score. They were really able to do what they want offensively on that drive. They will try the PAT. This is Caden Paxton, the junior kicker. And his kick is up and good, so 7-0 our score.
Well, this will be really interesting now, Dylan. I think this is shaping up in a football game. It looks like whoever gets the first 2-score lead could really dictate how this game goes. We'll see if Philo can come back and respond to that touchdown run. They had a great drive going to first possession, and like you said, they put it on the ground 3 times. They're going to have to keep from doing that, that's for sure.
Yeah, and just another note, in terms of Philo this year, in their 6 wins, they've averaged over 37 points per game. And in their 4 losses, they've only had 13.5 points. And usually it's self-inflicted wounds that have led to that. That Sheridan game, I was there with Ted Snyder. We were on the call for that game. And it seemed like every single time momentum was going their way, like a false start, a holding, just something would stall the drive. And then turnovers as well. And not to look too far ahead here, but you turn it over on the first drive of the game and you go ahead and allow a score. How will this team respond here on their second drive?
Well, they're going to have to respond quickly because this team from Circleville looks like a ball control offense to me.
So this one is taken once again by Harper.
Number 32.
And he's brought down near the 30. And that's where we will see the Electrics.
Tripped up by number 25, Jacob Liston.
Pretty good job there by Jacob Liston. He was being blocked. Got a little bit of arm on that guy and brought him down. Now that would have been a much better kickoff return. All right, 1st and 10, 7-0. Circleville, 4:47 to go in the first quarter.
Slade Sprinkle has looked pretty solid when he's touched the ball. We've seen him all year long. He's short, but he's also quick, and he's got power to him. And they will give it to him here on a pitch. There goes Sprinkle to the outside. And there's that burst, and he stays up. That kid just does not go down. He picks up about 7 on first down.
You know, I saw the pursuit from the Tigers that time. Their defense pursued really well. It looked to me like they had a great line of defenders over there, and Sprinkle still managed to gain, almost 8 yards.
Yeah, 2nd down and 2.
Well, this is a great play action down. There's like a 3-deep secondary here. There comes the pass. Straight
Pressure.
drop back.
He throws one up deep, and a receiver was hit about the 36.
Yes, he was.
And there comes the flag.
Yes.
It was a late flag, but I think it's a correct one.
Yeah, good call. Well, you know, you tell your defensive backs never get beat deep.
Yeah.
But if you get beat deep, grab somebody, especially the guy who just went past you. He's not going for a hot dog. So it's better to take a 15-yard penalty in high school because it's not spoil the foul like in the pros, than give up a touchdown. So, you know, that's a mistake by the secondary man, by the safety, but you line up and play again on the next play instead of lining up your extra point defense.
You just saw another look at that replay. He would have been gone if he did not get grabbed. That was a perfect ball thrown by Lincecum. Let him in stride.
His great protection.
Right.
He took his time with the throw. Yeah, I think that would have been right on the money.
So 1st down and 10 now for the Electrics. They're in enemy territory right about the 48-yard line. And this will be Sprinkle. Sprinkle goes down right at the line. Maybe he'll lose one on that play.
You know, Philo has had some great success running the football, but not right at the defense. When they run right at that defensive line, they've been stopped for little or no gain, or even, like you said, a loss. It's definitely a loss of 1 on that one.
2nd and 11 from the 49-yard line.
Maybe that quick little pitch to Sprinkle to the right. They had success with that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see the quarterback keep this one.
So 2nd down and 11. Bringing pressure. There's that
pitch.
little speed option over to Sprinkle, and he's hit again.
Number 2.
No running room.
That's a nice job. You know, they've run that play about 2 or 3 times prior to that and gained yardage on all of them. The defense kind of went to school on him, and they've made the adjustment to his speed, and they know what to look for now. So Philo's got to block it a lot better than that if that's going to be a play the rest of the night.
3rd down and 11. An obvious passing down.
Well, you know, I have no idea how Circleville handles pass. Are they going to rush or are they going to drop? They're going to rush.
Lincecum feeling the pressure, rolls out right. He's got a little bit of space, and he stays up, leans forward. He's a couple yards from the 1st down marker. Really makes this decision easy for Coach Lincecum.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a punt here on 4th and 2. Well, that's a great save by the quarterback that time, because that was definitely a blitz up the middle, and had he stayed there in that pocket, he'd have been sacked.
So 4 wide for the Electrics here.
Not exactly your power running formation.
Maybe that's where you can catch them slipping. So a pistol set now. Lincecum with Sprinkle. He will pitch it to Sprinkle. He's got the 1st down and more. About the 31 he goes. Sprinkle showing the burst from this Electric offense.
You know, that play is not the outside stretch. That's a handoff play, but that's how he runs it. He runs wide, but when he sees a crease, he plants that upfield foot, and he is across the line of scrimmage. Nice run. I think it's the first time they ran it to the left, Dylan.
Yeah, it's been primarily to the right side, and it's been blown up 2 times on this drive already. So they go the other way. This time, it's an inside zone give. And a few yards there for Sprankle again.
You know, you're in 4-down territory, which obviously they were on the previous series. So that much yardage on first down, that's a good start. They have 3 downs now to get a first down.
2nd and 7 from the 29-yard line.
See if Coach Linscomb gets greedy for that 6-pointer or if he stays with the running game.
Just under a minute here before the end of the first quarter. 2nd down and 7. There goes Sprankle. Sprankle
He's going to come out of there.
The yards. Look at that. Works his way through the line. He's got another first down. So Sprankle keeps those legs moving.
Well, that's the first time I've seen Slade Sprankle run the ball this year. And I'll tell you what, he's the real deal, without a doubt.
He doesn't stop.
No, he doesn't. Well, that's the kind of kid you want in that position. You want a kid who thinks, I need the ball on every snap.
5 seconds before the end of the quarter. And this is quarterback keeper. The right decision by Lincecum as he gets a few yards because Sprankle was blown up on that play.
You know, I wonder if they read that play or it's predetermined. But whatever it was, it's the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, that'll do it for quarter number 1, 7-0 Circleville. But Philo is threatening as they are inside the red zone trying to even up the score as we come back for quarter number 2. We'll step aside. You've been watching OHSAA playoff football right here on South 60 Films. Second down and 7 from the 16 here for Philo as we begin quarter number 2. Remind you that Philo did have the ball to start the game, so it will be Circleville ball to start the second half.
Look out.
Right now, Lincecum, some laundry down.
Man, there's that flag down. That's usually in holding, and it's what it is. Holding versus the Electrics.
The call is holding on Philo.
Boy, those are drive killers.
That has been a theme. You know, right when you have some big positive plays and setting yourself up nicely, it's just been one penalty that really has derailed drives so far this year. It's, you know, for Electric fans at home, they're hoping that just any sort of positivity here that ends in 6 points.
It'll be second and it looks like 16. They're calling it 2nd and 12, but that's not the way it's lined up down there on the field.
Yeah, they're calling it 2nd and 17 now.
And, you know, and if you're an offense that's gained all of your yards on the ground, man, that 2nd and 17, that can really be almost impossible to overcome.
There's a pitch. Sprankle staying on his feet. Only a few yards there, so it sets up a 3rd and long.
Okay, so now you're the Circleville coaching staff. It's 3rd down and 15. You have a 7-point lead. You know the team's going to throw the ball. This is a classic time for a blitz, and it's also a classic time for a middle screen pass by the Electric. See what happens here. Boy, they used to run that middle screen on us when I coached at Crooksville. We could practice against it for 10 days, and we never did stop it.
Keep your eye on Aiden Mahon here, state champion long jumper. He can high point footballs like no one else. Here's Lincecum, pressure in his face. He's brought down Sacked at the 32. Jacob Liston in the backfield.
Jacob Liston, number 25, he's listed as a defensive back. So if he came from the secondary, that's quite a defensive call by the Tigers. And now, it's fourth in a different zip code right now for the Electrics. And they're going to line up to go for it here. And this might be I tell you what, this would be a good time for a punt.
Yeah.
Down inside the 5-yard line and give these guys a long field. If they don't convert here, they're going to give the Tigers great field position.
And now a whistle for a timeout.
Timeout, Circleville.
The Circleville calling timeout here. Maybe trying to hope for a different outcome here for Philo. They're lined up to go for it, but those are two big plays, You have the hold, and then you get sacked on a long third down, and you just put yourself in a bad spot now.
The cardinal rule in football is the defense never calls a timeout. You save them for your offense. But this is a good defensive timeout by the Tigers. They saw how Philo came out, how they lined up. So now you can adjust your defense to what you think they may want to do. And this is a big play for the Tigers. If they hold the Electrics here short of the first down, they're going to have good field position.
And they could go down and score, milk the clock, and they get the ball at half. To go, he was a state champion long jumper, so he's no stranger. Just going up and making a play. That time he just used his legs.
Okay, we kind of had a muddle huddle look going that time, but
stranger, just going up and making a play. That time he just used his legs.
Okay, we kind of had a muddle huddle look going that time, but now that Philo has shifted back to the kick position here.
It's a big PAT.
Yes, it is.
And
good.
The kick is up and good. So we are tied at 7 here, just under 10 minutes. Now looking at the Circleville side, you call timeout and you give up that play.
I called a timeout one time in a game, and it was like 4th and 8, and we called a pass play, and my quarterback ran a sneak for 1 yard.
Oh. And
the fans, they let me know right away. You called a timeout, Clifford, to call quarterback sneak. So yeah, that tends to make your IQ go way down. I mean, you make a call for a timeout and then you give up a touchdown. That it doesn't look good on your resume. But that was great execution, great pass blocking, and they gave Lincecum time to throw it. And man, that left arm fired that ball and hit Mahan in stride. He didn't have to even blink, catch it and score.
Yeah.
Well, that also eliminated falling behind by 2 scores now.
Right.
So even if they give up a touchdown in this drive, they're still within 1 score of tying or going ahead.
Cohen Davis, his first kickoff of the game. This one kicked to about, great kick, right off the hands of the return man. About
he drop it again?
7-yard line. And now he's got some speed to the outside. He's brought down just beyond the 10.
Nice job.
Turn. Jacob Reichelschilderfer.
Kenton Casey on the tackle for Philo. That's great coverage. Anytime you can keep the team that far down on first down.
First and 10 from the 11-yard line.
The 11-yard line, that is tremendous coverage. I mean, that is, I watched the New Lex Sheridan game last week, and I tell you what, Sheridan won the kicking game in that night, and it had a direct effect on the outcome of the game. And right now, that's a big play in the kicking game for the Electric. See if they can take advantage of this and force a 3 and out and get good field position.
Special teams in high school football, you master those, you can win a lot of football games, especially late in the year.
Well, that's a quick stop there.
Now some momentum to the Electric side. On that last drive that they had offensively, they had the holding call. They took a sack. So you started to think Circleville may have a chance, to pull away drastically here. But now you throw the touchdown pass, you get a big stop, you have your kick team do a good job, and now you're right back in it.
I don't think they blitzed on 4th down. I think they played coverage, and and it didn't work. Whoop. I think that's on the Electrics.
There's some movement. Yep. So
Offsides on Philo.
You know, this is week 11, and you know, every now and then you're going to have a face mask penalty if a kid grabs the wrong way, or you know, who knows, what we would call a full speed penalty. But those mental mistake penalties, I mean, that was 2nd and 10. And now these guys with a great running attack, they only need 5 yards for a first down and have at least 2 plays to get it.
So they got 4 in the backfield now.
Oh, it's a play-action pass.
Wide open over the middle. He's got his receiver in stride, tackled about the 50-yard line as he connects with Lamont.
Yes, he does. Okay, it's a long time to get this play lined up.
You know, the clock could be their friend here.
I think that was illegal motion.
Yeah, there's a flag down. It's a big run right now as we see Azell getting to about the 25. So have to check the flag.
I don't think the Tigers were set.
Yep. He called it illegal shift.
You know, they had trouble lining up for that play. They lined up incorrectly, and the quarterback changed them around. And guys went from one side of the formation to the other side, and the quarterback's probably watching that play clock. And the guy who, I think 2 guys changed positions, and one of them did not get reset when the ball was snapped. Good call by the referees that time. 2nd down, 12. 13. Big play time for the Electric 4-4 defense.
So Phelan will keep it himself. Goes right up the middle.
Number 7, Hudson.
He'll get a little bit beyond the initial line marker. So now a 3rd down and 9. What are you calling here?
What was that kid that caught the pass? 14?
12. That was Holloway.
12? I'd find Lamont Holloway, and wherever he was at, I'd airmail the football to him.
Yeah.
Is he on the field?
He is not.
Well, there you go.
Phelan with an empty set. First time we've seen that here tonight. Phelan rolling right, eyes right. Pressure in his face, and he's able to complete a pass. Or rather, it fell incomplete, but he threw that ball with it just wobbling up in the air.
Yeah, I want to see that again. I mean, that looked like something you'd see Baker Mayfield do.
Number 7, Hudson.
Whoa.
He tried the hook shot.
That was. I'm sure that Coach Sherritt is going to have a teaching moment with him about hook shotting the ball into nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay, first punt of the night.
Could have been
See if they punt
disastrous.
it. It's a great time to run a fake. They're going to punt that thing.
Pretty good boot.
Fair catch called. Great bounce for the Tigers.
The Tiger bounce. Just beyond the 10-yard line. We'll mark it probably about the 12.
Well, we saw the Tigers start from their own 11, and the score's tied, and they've returned the favor. Now the Electrics have to start at their 11 or 12-yard line. And, you know, this is always one of those times when we challenge our defense. You know, get a 3-and-out now. Force a 3-and-out and force their punter to punt from deep in their own territory. We're going to get the ball at midfield at worst. So this is a great challenge now for the Tiger defense so they can rise up here and make a play.
So 3 wide here for the Electrics. Sprinkle in the backfield. They will pitch it out to him, and a flag's down. I think it is a false start. And that's what it is. So 5 yards back for the Electrics. A lot of mistakes in this one. They put it on the ground 3 times.
I'm a little surprised at that. I mean, you're on a 12-yard line. A 5-yard penalty is a killer. You make a mistake now, and the score's going to be 9-7.
Yeah. I mean, even holding in the end zone is
That's right.
something.
Exactly.
You really got to just put this in the belly of Sprinkle and hope to get out of your own end zone. Now he's set up, as it will be a quarterback run for Lincecum. He's got some space to the outside before he's tackled.
Number 19, Jack Lincecum.
Got to about the 13.
Brought down by number 9, Braxton Dunkel, number 12, Lamont Holloway.
A little bit of breathing room there. 2nd and 9. the Tiger defense is some form of an odd man front. They have a nose man, they have 2 defensive ends. Today's defenses call that a 3-5 or a 3-4. But it looks almost like a 5-2 defense. The outside linebackers can walk up and be on the line, or they can drop to the flat. They can be pass rushers or pass droppers. Right now they're moved out.
As that play is blown up. Great read there by Braxton Dunkel. 6'1", 215 senior, blowing up Sprinkle in the backfield.
That was a great read, Dylan. I mean, that was immediate.
That'll bring up 3rd and 13 from the 9-yard line.
Nice play, Caden Sanchez. The guys from Circleville told us that would be calling Caden's name a good bit.
So 3rd and 13. They converted a 4th and 22 on their last drive. That was the long touchdown pass to Mahon. Here's Lincecum. He's got pressure. Looks over the middle. He's got a wide open receiver. And it's enough for the first
close.
Down. I believe is Jacob Savage.
It is.
And it's a chain mover.
Well, this game's, I know what Coach Lincecum needs to do. He just needs to get in, 3rd and 90 and call play. Great execution. Great time for a 12-yard gain. It may have even been more than 12 yards.
So just over 4 minutes before halftime. This game moving along very quickly. As there goes Sprankle. A couple of yards there on first down.
Boy, as effective as their passing game's been, I'm surprised we haven't seen more of that. But look how deep their secondary guys are. I mean, they're back. Their safeties are, 5, 10. One's 15 yards deep, one's 12. I mean, that's a lot of space between them and the linebackers.
It was very similar on that 3rd down conversion, too. I think that's why Coach Lincecum wanted something over across the middle. Played right into that. As there goes Sprankle again. He's bottled up. I think there is a little bit of an adjustment on how to stop Sprankle. He hadn't had much running room here on this drive.
Well, your defense adjusts to, the running back speed and his angles and his moves as the game goes on, and it should become more difficult to run the ball against the defense once they've seen that play so many times. Well, now we're in a 3rd, it's like a long 4.
Lincecum's arm has looked good in this one.
Accurate as well.
3rd down and 4. Pressure. He's got nowhere to go, and he will just take the sack. Second time he's been brought down, and no, the ball's out.
Well, we had a flag down, too.
So they are calling it a fumble and turnover. So the ball placed at the 20. Second time Lincecum has lost the football.
I'm sure that in watching film, the Circleville staff has seen something the way Lincecum carries the ball, and it looks to me like they have practiced stripping the ball from him. That's the second time he's fumbled the ball while he's been basically encompassed by the defense. I mean, they have him wrapped, and then someone just tears that ball out. Man, this is a short field for the Tigers. 1st and 10 at the Philo 21.
Braxton Dunkel in on the fumble recovery. Pretty big drive for him. There is a give to Azell, and Azell's got about 4 yards there. He kept fighting. Channeled his inner Sprankle.
Definitely.
Another look at the
He just about gets away. But Jack Lincecum made the final stop.
So just over 2 minutes here to play before halftime. And remind you, Tigers do get ball to start the second half, so it's tie game now.
That's right.
If they punch it in, they could script something up at a halftime and take advantage of a 2-for-1. As there is Phelan with really nowhere to go.
Well, I saw either wing or tight end on the right come across that formation or a kick-out block. I'm surprised the ball's ran so tightly. Power I formation. Off tackle, tailback play.
And
make the tackle, boys.
We were trying to trip up the tailback. That was Nungester. He got it to about the 10. And they're saying that is enough to move the chains. So it was very close to that down marker. Now they're ready to go again. They set up with 3 in the backfield. Nungester again. He leans forward to about the 5. They're going to keep rolling here.
If you try to tackle that kid with your arms, all you're going to get is bruises. He's running through arm tackles like they're not even there. You're going to have to put your chest on his chest to get a stop here.
Are you surprised Coach Lincecum not calling any timeouts here? Save himself a little time. 2nd down and goal on the 5. Just letting that clock tick, and there is the whistle. You know, he could have called that at like 150.
Yes, he could have.
Let that tick off a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't think, Circleville's definitely not in danger of running out of time in this situation. There's a 1:26 now on the clock, and they have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock. They can run the ball here 2 more times if they like.
Yeah.
So right now it's definitely advantage offense. 2nd down, goal, the 5-yard line, 2 timeouts in your pockets. Oh, yeah. Philo defense has to come up with that first man to the ball carrier has to make a better tackle. And if they miss a tackle here, it's 6 points. But there's an excellent point, Dylan. The turnover deep in their own territory has put Philo in danger of falling behind by 2 scores if the Tigers come out at halftime and push one down the field.
And we'll have to see if Coach Lincecum, should they punch it in here, if he elects to try to use that arm that's been working so far, as there is a handoff into the end zone. Untouched goes Azell.
Great blocking at the point of attack. Untouched for the touchdown.
So now a flag is down. Maybe it was after the score.
It had to be after the score. I mean, it was the cheering. Well, the coach for Circleville is on the field. Okay, here's the signal. 10-ball foul, personal foul. Philo.
So.
Oh, offsetting fouls.
The call is dead ball, personal fouls, offsetting on both teams.
So really nothing happened. The touchdown stands, and there's nothing too crazy to sort out here. So a big PAT here, too. Make it 7. Now 13-7, 1:21 before the half. So we'll see Paxton trying to put this one through the uprights.
Well, it looks like the Electrics have a block right with their way they're set up on defense.
And that kick just got over.
Wow.
Very low kick.
It doesn't matter if they're ugly or not, just as long as you go through those poles.
So 14-7 is the score now. 2 rushing touchdowns for the Tigers. One by the quarterback, Philo, the other by Azell.
1:21 to go in the game, in the first half, first half, like a pop-up kick.
That's fielded about the 20.
Great coverage by the kickoff team. When that was a short kick and had all the markings of, the Electrics maybe starting at the 40-yard line, but Harper kind of took a lateral step, and the Tigers made him pay.
So 1:15 now before halftime. Mahon is their high pointer. They also got Carter Crabtree, who's been a talented junior wideout for the Electrics.
I'm going to guess the Tigers are going to be coming on the pass rush on this one. Here they come. Both linebackers on the inside blitz.
Lincecum fires, incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Grant Carpenter.
Nice job by the offensive line that time, and that was at least 2, if not 3 linebackers were flying through the gaps trying to, and the offensive line for Philo stopped him. Secondary is, whew. I mean, that guy is back there. You beat him deep, you better be on a motorcycle.
Yeah. 109, only lost 6 seconds on that play. There's a pitch to Sprankle. He's tripped up. He had a little bit of running room there.
Number 2, Slade Sprankle, the ball carrier, tripped up by number 25, Jacob Liston.
Heck of a play by Liston there for the Tigers.
So now Circleville calling a timeout.
Well, they can get the ball back.
Yeah.
You know,
they could triple dip.
You bet. You know, I'm thinking here, special team-wise, if you force a punt here, I'm going to go for the block.
Yeah.
Go for the dreaded double thump. There's nothing sounds worse if you're trying to punt the ball away than the old double thump. And, I mean, I'm sure there's statistics to back it up. But usually teams that have punts blocked lose.
Yeah. So with a timeout here by Circleville, we want to remind you tonight's broadcast brought to you by the Community Bank. Now's the perfect time to join the Go Local movement by banking locally with the Community Bank. Also, Fink's Harley Davidson, live to ride, ride to live. Fink's quality cars and RVs. Quick as a wink, deal with Fink. And Fink's easy leasing and rental. So 103, a 3rd and 9 now for the Electrics. Lincecum.
Big blitz again.
Fires across the middle. And incomplete, almost intercepted. He's trying to go to Jacob Savage.
It was a great job of blocking that time, but Lincecum overthrew his receiver, and Philo just gave the Tigers a nice little gift right there. And we got who's back there deep? 19. Cole Nungester. Nungester. Yeah, he's a power runner.
So the punt was away, and he's going to have to call for a fair catch there.
Nice punt, nice coverage. Excellent catch there on the fair catch by Nungester. And
1st and 10 from the 39-yard line.
49 seconds with a timeout. Do you try for a field goal? Maybe just trying to get down inside range?
Well, I think what you do is you see what you get on 1st down. So that, you know, I fully expect to see a running play here. If they make a 15 or 20-yard gain, man, call it time.
Hey, for one play because they're at the 4.
Look, they have five receivers out, only the quarterback in the backfield. Yeah, he's going to run it.
Quarterback run. And he stays up. Pretty big run by Phelan on 1st down, and he did not get out of bounds.
So we'll see what Coach Sherrod is thinking here on offense. The clock is running. So I'm thinking here he might take one shot here. Because if the Electrics get an interception, they're not going to have any time left to do anything anyway. Here it comes.
Phelan has some time, rolls right, dodges a sack, and he'll just fall down. That's a smart play.
Oh, man, that was a heady play. They were trying to go deep. Philo had everybody covered. Instead of risking a fumble or an interception, he just took a knee, and the clock's going to run out.
So that'll do it for the first half. 14-7 our score. Circleville has a 7-point lead, and they will receive the second half kickoff. So that'll do it for half number 1. We'll be back with the second half of action with highlights from the first half. You're watching first round OHSAA high school football playoffs right here on South 60 Films.
ask me off.
That is about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight the Thrill will be playing the fan favorite selections from the season. Last Saturday, for the first time in school history, the band received a superior rating at OMEA Marching Band State Finals, returning to state finals after a 6-year absence. For our first selection, we'll be playing band and fan favorite, Long Train.
Love the Long Train.
Next up is a classic CHS marching band favorite, Senior Smoke. Halloween, we've resurrected an old favorite tonight. We'll be closing with Ain't Been Good.
Callie said, hey, after the football game tonight, I can stay out till like 1 o'clock. And he looked right at it.
Philo maybe because they do have a good passer, but, man, the blitz from Circleville has stifled the passing game whenever they've needed to. So right now I think the key to this game is the Philo defense getting a 3 and out.
They will try to do just that.
That ball's going to bounce.
And it's going to kick right out of bounds. So a bad start for this Electrics team. They had a beautiful kickoff that pinned them inside the 11 the last time, but now disaster to start the second half.
Just another mistake. If Philo comes out on the short end of the score, that's what is going to be the main remembering factor of playing in Circleville is all the mistakes we made and where we could have been without them. Okay, 1st and 10 at the 35 for the Tigers.
They got 3 backs in there with the quarterback Phelan. He has a rushing touchdown in this one and has had the most carries. And this time he will pitch out left. And just trying to find that outside run there by Azell, and he's able to get a few yards there on first down. A lot of east-west.
The first defender on the play for Philo was number 23, Cole Cash. And had he taken a better angle and strung that play out, he'd have had a much better chance. But, that guy hasn't carried the ball a lot. You're not really adjusted to his speed yet, and he took a poor angle, and the tailback cut it up for a big gain, or a small gain. It could have been a huge gain.
So now 2nd down and 8. This is a play action, a delayed pass, fires one deep right, and it's going to be in or so. No. It hit the ground and fell incomplete. He was Aiden Mahon right there on the coverage.
Well, you couldn't have put a better guy out there in coverage to pick one off. But it was just a little far out. If he'd been able to catch that without diving, I think we'd have had a change of possession. All right. Here's a situation the Tigers have not been in much.
Yeah, 3rd and long.
It's 3rd and 8. They've not faced that much.
We've only seen a handful of passes from this Circleville offense. And rolling out right, fires right. And the pass is complete to Azell. He's short of the sticks.
That's a good call. I mean, that's a smart play. Throw a short pass and see what we can get. Here comes some subs into the game quickly. 13, 9, and 12 are coming in. Man, they're going to line up and run this thing.
And they will have enough for the first. Nungester.
Great execution by the Tigers. Hurry those guys in, get lined up. No motion penalties, no holding. Well-disciplined team. We're in there, big stud up through there for the first down. How about this field, though, Matt? I mean, this is a natural field, Kentucky bluegrass. Matt McLaughlin is the groundskeeper here, maintenance guy, and I'm telling you, this field is immaculate.
You don't see too many.
Not a bare spot on
real
it.
Grass
Look
fields.
out, play action pass.
And now there's pressure. Able to stay out of
tackle.
a tackle. Fires incomplete. It's a heroic effort by Phelan to stay on his feet. We've seen that a couple times in this one. Athletic in the pocket.
Well, he's a running quarterback, and so when he throws, it's not like knocking down that typical drop-back passer that never runs the ball. I mean, he can dodge, he can fend off those tackles, and that time that was a potential 2nd and 20 for the Electrics, and they let another one get away from him.
So now 2nd down and 10 after the first down incompletion. They got 3 in the backfield now. And they will give. This is Nungester. Nowhere to go.
Number 19, Cole Nungester, the ball carrier. Brought down by number 88, Camden Stoner.
Camden Stoner on that stop. That was a big play for the Electrics. Now it's another long 3rd down play. Last time they threw that little swing pass out to the right in the flat. The guy picked up 8 or 9 yards just short of the first down, and they sent the power back in and punished it across. So see what comes up here. I'd say watch number 2. Uh-oh.
And there's a false start.
Yep.
Jack Klein moving first.
False start, Tigers.
Of all the mental mistakes that used to drive me crazy, since I never played any wider from the center than about 3 feet, was when the wide receivers jump off sides, because they're one of the few guys on your team that can look down the line and see the ball.
Yeah.
And we used to try to teach our wide receivers at Kirksville, don't listen for the count. Watch the ball.
Yeah.
When the ball moves, you move. If it doesn't move, stay. All right. 3rd and 15.
Feels like 3rd and forever. As they will just hand
They're
off
going to
here.
run it.
It goes to Azell. Azell's got a crease. Azell's got some burst, and he's brought down a touchdown-saving tackle by Jack Lincecum because he had eyes on pay dirt.
I'll tell you what. If Ray Azell's jersey had been a little smaller, that would have been a touchdown, because that's all that Jack Lincecum got a hold of was jersey. Well, we know what they're going to run on 3rd and 15 now.
Yeah.
They're going to run the ball.
Run the ball. Why not? So the ball now on the 34 as they crack into enemy territory. Phelan sees something else. He changes. And this is a quick little run himself. And he's taking some shots in this one. But he does pick up a lot of yards there. About 5 or 6 on that first down tote.
You know, one of the toughest offenses to defense, whether no matter what scheme it is if you have 3 legitimate running threats. You know, that's tough for the defense. I mean, you can stop a fullback, you can set it to stop a tailback, but when that quarterback can take off and run like that, that really puts a lot of stress on the defense.
2nd and 5, high snap. And Phelan keeps it himself. He runs forward to past the first down, so that will move the chains. I tell you what, you watch again here. If he gave that ball to Azell had all day to that right side.
You're right. I mean, what happens is your kids don't read their keys. They start looking into the backfield, and they see everybody going to the left, so they figure, well, I better get over there. And I'm sure the Circleville staff upstairs here saw that. And we may see a little counter type reverse here any minute. And they're prime for it right now.
Phelan will call his own number. He gets about 5 or 6 there. He's able to get what he wants on first down.
Well, you know, the blocking scheme here is really interesting for me. They bring the wing back all the way from the left side, all the way across, and he leads up through the hole as well. So that's what Coach Lincecum told us in the pregame was they have so many formations, and they're going to run off tackle. Man, that is what they've done.
2nd and 7. And
here's
this will be a give to Nungester. Nungester breaks a tackle. He reaches for the pylon, and he is short, tackled about the 1 yard line.
Boy, his little counter play, fake to the fullback and gave it to Nunchester. Fake to number 2. He gets the ball. Nobody from Philo sees it in time.
So almost half of this clock has been taken off here in the 3rd quarter. A very well-sustained drive so far here for Circleville.
Same play.
Yeah, they go right back. No running room there. Nunchester had nowhere to go.
Brought down by number 2, Slade Sprinkle.
It's a great job by the Philo defense that time. I mean, they gave themselves a chance now. They didn't let him have a foot that time. Offense still holds all the cards here. The 3 plays, they get about 4 yards. What are we going to have for a formation? 2 backs and a wing on the left. It's the same formation we've been seeing.
And this is a quarterback keeper. And there's a lot of trickeration there, but Philo not confused.
You know, I think that was going to be a play-action pass. I think somebody was going to go out here in the left flat, and there's too many guys from Philo across the line of scrimmage, and so the quarterback tried to run it ended up taking a sack, which is, another heady play by him, Dylan. He didn't throw it away. He didn't drop the ball. They line up, and now they have 2 tries to score.
3rd and goal from the 6. Could be a big stand, and there's a whistle. False start on Circleville.
False start, Circleville.
So that'll move him back 5. 2nd false start of this drive. So it could be a big stand here for Philo. They're able to keep them out of the end zone. Get your offense back on the field. Maybe you control the clock a little bit, tie it up.
Oh, no doubt. This is a must for the Philo defense right here. They have to come back with a stop.
So they will hand this one off to Azell, and he's got nowhere.
Not this time.
Tackled just outside of the 10-yard line. So maybe you go. I mean, it's on the left hash as they will bring out the field goal kicker. It says Caden Paxton, a huge 3 points up for grabs here.
No doubt about it. It's a huge play by Camden Stoner for the Electrics. And not only did he wrap that guy up, he didn't let him move forward, stopped him in his tracks.
So Paxton's last PAT attempt just barely got over the crossbar.
Yeah, it was pretty anemic.
So he will try it for 3 here. Snap good, hold good, kick is up. This one's got.
I think it's wide right. Oh, no!
Fits right in there. I tell you, he didn't get it high enough the last time. That one was a rainbow. He got under that and kicked it straight up.
That's a nice kick from the hash. He just barely sneaked in that upright, but you don't get any more points for going down the middle or going down the edge. So, a 2-score game, what we've been talking about all night. Electrics are down by 10 now.
That's a big kick from Paxton.
Oh, my.
So, yeah, so now a 2-score game with 5 minutes to go here, quarter number 3.
Great drive. Took forever. When your offense, if you run an offense like the Circleville Tigers are doing, you limit the number of opportunities your opponent has to do anything with the football because you have the ball for so long.
I want to remind you tonight's broadcast brought to you by Kokona's Furniture and Mattress First, always making it easier for you to furnish your home. So here comes the kick to the Electrics.
Oh, look out. This could be trouble.
And diving on it at the 40. Great field position here for the Electrics.
You know, I don't know if he did that on purpose or that was an accident because he's kicked way better than that tonight.
Yeah. Just made a big kick, but he did. He kicked that one straight up in the air, similar to his PAT or his field goal he just made.
Caden Paxton, and the field goal, it would have been good from way back. But the previous extra point, I think it took some paint off of the crossbar.
Just skidded by. So a little inconsistent there, but a little bit of a break for Philo as they get the ball right at the 40.
They need to play some mistake-free football here and answer that score.
Lincecum, quarterback keeper, runs off tackle to about the 47-yard line.
There's no need to panic. It's still third quarter. And that call right there tells me that Coach Lincecum and his staff, they're not in panic mode by any stretch. They can run the ball on every snap if it results in a touchdown and still have time in this game if their defense can get a stop.
Lincecum.
Here comes a blitz.
Eyes to the left. Oh, and he is brought down. He's been sacked 4 times in this one.
Braxton Dunkel and Jacob Liston. Man, we've called Jacob Liston's name several times. Boy, there's
3rd and 12 from the 38-yard line.
When these guys play pass defense, their theory is, or their primary, philosophy is your quarterback's not going to throw anything if he's on his back.
Yeah.
And, man, they have sacked Lincecum several times in critical situations. Third down and 12.
This is an area this Circleville defense has struggled in.
Here they come again.
Lincecum checks down. He's got Jacob Savage.
Number 19, Jack Nicholson's pass is complete to number 10.
And about 6 yards or maybe 5 to the first down marker now.
4th down, here comes the punt team.
Prime fake.
Well, you know, I think this is a punting situation. You can't afford to go for it on 4th down and come up short here with this Tiger offense. Oh, it's a fake.
Yeah. Oh,
whoop.
He was able to kick it away.
Well, we got a late flag. The referee thought about it, and there's several people that disagree with him here in the stands.
Just absolute mayhem here. There's a lot of confusion with a flag down.
You know, the punter looked like he was considering throwing it. He pulled it down and kicked it. Roughing the kicker.
So that'll be a free first down for the Electrics.
Well, there's no doubt that the defensive player nailed the punter. And, you know, even if the punter acts like he's going to run, he's still protected if he stops and puts the ball on his foot. So the Tigers are guilty of that mistake. See if the Electrics can take advantage of it. Not a popular call with the hometown crowd.
At what point does that become? Are you like he had the ball tucked? It looked like he may have ran, and right when he saw the defender is when he kind of was there a gray area to the rule?
Well, he put it on his foot and he punted the ball. If he gets that punt off, he's a punter.
Right, that's true.
I mean, I don't know what well, there's a get even flag.
Slade Sprankle goes inside, but there's a flag on the offense. So holding, a drive killer. Worst penalty for an offense.
Well, those are the calls that I always hated to see because, you know, after making an unpopular call, that may have been the worst holding situation in the history of football, but if you're on the Philo side, you're thinking it's a get even call.
Here's Lincecum. He able to step over a few tackles.
Well, you know, that's the first time I've had the angle of watching him carry the football. And watch where he's got the ball. It's under one arm.
Yeah.
He never puts, doesn't put both arms on the football at any time. And that is an invitation for a defensive player to rip it out.
And he's already fumbled twice in this one. So ball security could be a concern.
2nd and 13. All the wide receivers are on the short side.
Watch for the blitz here.
Here it comes.
They bring it. It's Sprankle still fighting his way through the line, staying up, and just getting yards. I tell you, that kid does not go down.
Well, the deal with the blitz is if you can get past it with the ball carrier, there's not anybody there on the second level of the defense. If somebody from the secondary has to come up and make that stop because your linebackers are gone.
So 3rd down and 5 now. Right at the 45.
Well, we'll see if Coach Lincecum, if they don't make this, if he goes forward or asks his punter to take another one for the team.
Lincecum calls his own number. He's got the first down. Just beyond the 40, so working their way.
Great job of blocking. Great job of blocking, Dylan. I mean, that's here they go. Oh, they got number 52 for Philo. For Circleville, got hit and spun completely around, was completely out of the play, and that's exactly where Lincecum ran the football.
So 3 wide for the Electrics as they will hand off.
Was that the ball on the ground again?
I think it was.
I think Circleville's got it.
Circleville says they have it. And they have yet to say where it's going.
Number 19, Jack Lincecum, the ball carrier.
And no signals yet, except from the players. It looks like we're playing who's going to vote for who out there with the referee's crew. Okay.
And they're going to keep the ball with Philo. So
2nd down.
We'll see it right here.
There's a problem with the mesh point right there.
Also 2 on the play, brings up 2nd and 12.
So
it looked, Slade Sprankle thought Lincecum was going to keep it. Lincecum thought Sprankle was going to take it. And 2nd and 12, another Philo mistake.
Here you see on the replay, Lincecum did come away with that one out of the bottom of that pile. Here's a pitch right, Sprankle. He's got speed and space, makes a cut. He's past the 30 with a flag down.
You know, we're either going to have a holding call or face mask, one of the two.
And it is holding on the offense. It's been the story of the Electric season so far. You know, big play, big spot opportunity, and a negative play.
Well, I saw number 12 for the Tigers basically get spun completely around. And you don't get spun completely around unless somebody's tugging on that shoulder pad. The bad part about it is he was blocked. The Philo player had him blocked. All he had to do was not grab that shoulder pad or that jersey, whatever, and that would have been a nice play. Now, look at that, second down and more than 20, 22.
Here is Lincecum. Time to throw, rolls out left, fires
threw that
left,
flat-footed.
into double coverage.
Oh, that's interference.
Incomplete. I don't see a flag down.
Oh, man.
And I think he might have got away with that one.
That's the most mysterious play in football for me. What is and what isn't pass interference. Let's see if we can see this on the replay.
Broken up by number 8, Chase Foster.
Let's go, throws it flat-footed.
Never got the head around.
Well, you know, he didn't touch him. He didn't, you know, I thought he made contact, but he did not. The defender did not make contact, so that was a clean play.
So 3rd and 22. It was about from this area on the 22 yards to go where they had their passing touchdown.
And blitz.
Here comes Lincecum. He's got just short of the first down, but another flag down.
He's well short of the first down.
And that flag's going to move him back. Yeah, that was the initial marker I got confused with. We're moving back to 3rd and 32 now.
Man. Well, the score 17-7 here late in the third quarter, and these are the mistakes that have plagued Philo throughout the night. I mean, I think that is that the third holding call on this series, or at least the second?
Second holding call since the punt. So, it's and the bad thing here for the Philo side, you've taken a lot of time off the clock. If you don't, I mean, you're 3rd and 32. You're likely not getting points on this possession. I mean, you might as well take it to the end of the quarter and think about a play here.
That's only going to be 14 seconds.
And the clock, they do get a playoff here as it's a check down to Sprankle. Sprankle makes a man miss. He's got some speed, and he's hit from behind about the 41. So maybe that makes things a little interesting. You get a little time to think about it at the quarter break.
That's great hustle by Lamont Holloway that time. He came from the defensive line to make that tackle well down the field.
So that'll do it for quarter number 3. A 10-point lead for Circleville. 17-7 the score. Philo with a big 4th down coming up after the break. We'll step aside and be back with the 4th quarter action. You're watching OHSAA playoff football right here on South 60 Films. He just dropped it. Jacob Savage across the middle. He felt the footsteps.
Wow.
He had the first down.
You talk about putting it on the money. What a pass.
See again here, Ohio Educational Credit Union replay.
One linebacker comes. Blocking's good. Oh, yeah, that's first down if he catches it. What a shame.
That's the same play that they used in that, 3rd and 13 range earlier that Savage caught across the middle. That time they targeted him again, but could not come up with it.
Well, that's where they're susceptible to the passing game. Their safeties play so deep, and at least one of their linebackers in the middle blitzes every time, if not two of them. And so that means there's a great void there in the middle of the field, and Linscomb hit his receiver. I mean, it was right there.
So here goes the Circleville quarterback, Phelan, a big gain on first down. And, 10-point lead. We saw them tick 5-6 minutes off the clock to start the third quarter. I mean, they've been able to have sustained drives that usually end in points. This could be problematic for Philo.
Oh, no doubt about it. You're up against a team that runs the ball extremely well. You're not playing against a head coach that's at his first rodeo. Philo needs to come up with a turnover, in my mind, to turn this thing around. If they let this team keep the ball for 5 minutes and come up with as much as a field goal, and that is your season's over. Oop, there's a flinch.
Yep, I saw that too. That'll be a false start, moving back 5. A lot of penalties. We talked about the fast-moving first half with a lot of run plays and moving the clock and, getting into scoring opportunities. There weren't many flags. There were a handful. But this second half seems like every whistle.
Well, Philo has at least 4, if not 5, holding penalties tonight.
Right.
Both teams have had guys move into the neutral zone, either on offense or defense. So there's a lot of mental mistakes being made by both teams, but right now more by the Electrics than the Tigers.
This is a handoff. Here goes Azell.
Number 2, Ray Azell, the ball carrier.
They'll get back to the 45. That was the initial marker.
After that last series when they ran the ball off tackle on 3rd and 15, I will be stunned if Coach Sherritt calls a pass in this situation. Maybe a play-action pass. I mean, that would probably catch the Electrics flat-footed, but you don't need to get any smart points here. You just need to keep that clock moving.
And your field goal kicker's already made one on the last drive. And here comes Phelan again.
Number 7, Hudson Phelan, the ball carrier.
He's continuing to tick that time off the clock. It's about 6 to go for the first down on this third down.
Nice tackle by Sprankle that time. Worked from the knees down, stopped him immediately. Even if the Tigers don't make the first down here, Dylan, this would be a great time to punt the ball away, keep the Philo deep, but
yeah,
I don't think they'll punt.
And this is a double.
Look out.
Watch the pass here. And he's going to just keep on running. He's got the first down. There goes Nungaster.
That was going to be a halfback pass all the way. And another case where a Philo Electric defender takes a bad angle on the ball carrier. His feet were together. They weren't apart. He didn't break down, and the guy gets a first down.
So here is Nungaster again.
Number 19, Cole Nungaster, the ball carrier. Brought down by number 2, Slade Sprankle.
And now there is an injured Electric on the field.
Injury timeout on the field.
So with 9:25 to play here, Circleville just 31 yards away from really putting a finishing touch on this one.
Oh, yes, they are. Oh, I can't tell who the injured player is. It doesn't look like a defensive lineman, but other than that, I really can't tell who it is.
Yeah, tough to depict exactly who that player is. We'll step aside and be back after they check this player out. So it was Peyton Byers down for the Electrics.
2nd and 7 from the 31-yard line.
He's able to walk over to the sideline, so that's a positive sign. But 2nd down and 7. Circleville on the doorsteps of more points.
Has Circleville committed a turnover tonight?
I don't think they have.
I know they haven't thrown an interception.
In
Boy, just think of this, Dylan. The interception that Mahan almost had on that scoring drive. I mean, you talk about a game of inches. That was fingertips away from being a change of possession for the Electrics when they were still down 7.
That was right out of the halftime break. Could have shifted momentum back to them, you know. Just missed opportunities. He had the 4th down conversion to Jacob Savage. Still an opportunity here for Philo, though. You get a couple stops, maybe a missed field goal or punt or whatever. Just find your way back down the field and trust what you got. But that time is starting to become a factor.
Well, if that situation comes to be where Philo has the ball and they're within a single score of tying or taking the lead, I can guarantee you the defense that's going to be used to stop them is going to involve linebackers flying across the line of scrimmage in blitz mode. Because I can tell right now, Coach Sherritt and his defensive coordinator is a firm believer in the quarterbacks can't throw the ball if they're looking up at the stripes on the field.
Yeah.
9:25 to go, 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 from the 31-yard line.
So the clock is winding.
17-7, Circleville. There's that power backfield, Dylan.
They will give it, or rather keep it there, as the quarterback looks like his touchdown run that he had earlier in the game as Phelan works his way past the 15.
What a luxury. Your quarterback is your 2nd best power runner on the team.
Result of the play is a Tiger 1st down.
I mean, he took a couple of Philo tacklers for a ride that time. Very impressive run by the quarterback.
It's been a pretty balanced rush attack that we've seen. We've seen Azell, we've seen Nungaster, and we've seen the quarterback Phelan run the ball. Azell is to the left now, shifting right to the quarterback.
There's a free 5-yard play for the Tigers. Gives me a chance to recognize a friend of mine who's listening all the way from Missouri.
Oh, yeah?
Marty DeShale. He used to work for ESPN. Marty, I hope you're listening. Hope you're doing well. I know you had a serious heart situation not long ago, but from what I understand, you're on your road to recovery, and I hope you're listening.
It's fantastic news, Greg. See people tuning in from all over the world here, or at least the country. I don't know if we're worldwide here at South 60. But 1st down and 5 now after the penalty.
Boy, this is the perfect scenario for the Tigers, 1st and 5.
And they will give to Azell. Azell's got some running room. He works his way forward and goes in untouched for the 2nd time tonight. Ray Azell finds pay dirt.
There wasn't a whole lot of want-to at time from the Electric defense. And that was way, way too easy of a run for a touchdown.
Number 31, Clayton Paxton on the 50 PAT. Number 10, Alex Bradley on the home.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a celebration time in Pumpkinville here.
Yeah.
Circleville, the home of the Pumpkin Festival. A good friend of mine, you know, I never played or coached against Circleville in over 30 years, but I did go to school and had a teammate at Wilmington College, Rick Sims, who passed away a couple years ago. And he was a Tiger, came back home, coached, and worked here his entire career. And I wish Rick could be here to see this game. He'd really enjoy seeing his Tigers take home a playoff victory.
Yeah. They're just minutes away from doing so. A PAT would make it 24. So you said right out of the halftime break that you could have seen the score flipped with Philo 14-7 score. What now? we have an opposite sort of situation, just self-inflicted wounds.
I'll go out on a limb and say, what's this going to give the guys as they kick this? It's going to be 24. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Philo's not going to flip the 24-7 score, Dylan, right off the bat.
That'd be hard to do. Can't really take away points.
Too many mistakes. Too many missed opportunities by the Electrics. Too many penalties. And, Circleville's a quality team. And, this time of year, you don't play anybody who's 2-8. Everybody you play from now on is good.
So the great kicking day by Paxton continues. He's nailed all of his PATs and a
field goal.
Field goal from the left hash.
Well, it's the second week in a row I've seen a team win the kicking game, and they have the most points as well.
Yeah. Sheridan, you were at that game against New Lexington last week. Sheridan with a 7-point lead over Granville in the fourth quarter right now. Across the MVL, Morgan up 36-22 on Dawson Bryant.
I can't even remember when the Raiders came away with a win in week 11. I mean, that's great for the school and the entire community. I tell you, postseason play for football really ignites your community. I mean, it's really exciting. Fans are twice as fired up as they are during the regular season. And when you win that first one, you just can't wait for your team to play again. Look at this kick. What's going to go on here?
Yeah.
I mean,
He tried a pooch kick earlier.
Oh, there it is.
Same
fair
thing.
Catch. Nice job.
Number 5, KJ Phillips, fair catch.
AJ Crook for the fair catch. So now you got to play a little hurry up here for Philo.
Oh, no doubt about it. 8:55 left. They're down 24-7 to a very good defense, a very aggressive defense. That their secondary plays deep and their linebackers play on your side of the line of scrimmage, and that's tough to beat.
You just got to sling that rock.
Even more amazing was the Electric's lone touchdown. Was on a fourth down play. The Tigers had called timeout to set the defense to make sure they were ready for everything. And Linskin made that touchdown through to Mahon. But since then, the Electrics have been shut out.
And they will just hand it off to Sprankle.
Number 2, Sprankle the ball carrier. Brought down by number 13, Caden Sanchez.
Well, now it's second and long. You're setting up the defense for a blitz mode here, and here they come.
Had some pressure, but Lincecum throws incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Carpenter.
Number 19, Jack Lincecum's pass falls incomplete. Intended for number 4, Grant Carpenter. Number 6, Jaden Friend on the defense for the Tigers.
I think the only down I haven't seen Tiger linebackers flying across the line of scrimmage in a blitz is first down. Well, if it's second down and long, third down and long, and here they come again, 3 of them.
Lincecum fires, pass complete, and it's very close.
I think it's going to be just they're moving the chains. Referee signal here on the far side to signal first down, move the chains.
Lincecum keeps it himself. Great tackle. Defensive end getting in there, wrapping up the quarterback.
I'm sure the Tigers' defensive coordinator will give up as many 4-yard gains as you want to take at this point in the game.
Yeah, just keep that clock moving.
3-man defensive line, 3 linebackers behind them. They play a defense a little bit similar to the Sheridan Generals, almost like a 3-3 stack.
And there goes Sprankle. Sprankle with speed to the outside. He makes a man miss with a stiff arm past the 30. There's that burst before he gets out of bounds. And Sprankle turning it on.
Excellent play. Excellent blocking on the outside. No holding call this time. He's a downfield block from being gone.
And he got out of bounds, so 7:42 with a stop clock right now. Lincecum fires right. He's going for his main man, and that one's intercepted. He was trying to go to Aiden Mahon.
You know, the safety came over. The safety came over and made that play, Dylan. The corner man was covering Mahon. What's number 5? He's got the coverage, and watch who makes the pick. Yeah. Number 19 for the
Nungester.
Man, great job. It's just what a safety is supposed to do. Cover the entire field. He read the quarterback's eyes. That ball was a nice hanging pass, and he had time to go there and make the play.
So 3rd turnover of the game for Jack Lincecum as the senior hoping to get the ball at least one more time here before his playing career comes to an end, at least in high school. As this will be a handoff, and bursting through the seam, there goes Azell. Azell past the 50, closing speed by Mahon, a stiff arm, and Mahon throws him out of bounds. But Azell pops a big run.
Well, we have an offensive player on the ground, but I think he's just taking a break. No, he's number 44 for the Tigers. Stayed on the ground for a long time. Blake Patterson, just a sophomore. He's staying in the game. Oh, what a play. I mean, it seems like whenever Circleville's needed to play like that, they've gotten it. And when the Electrics have needed to play like that, they've only gotten it a few times. Not nearly as consistent as the Tigers. We got timeout here, Tigers.
Timeout, Circleville.
So 7:23.
With that timeout, let's take a moment to recognize the Philo High School cheerleaders. And the Circleville High School cheerleaders.
True home field advantage. That's what you get when you got, you know, a game at home for one school and the other one's just, what, 2 hours away?
Oh, you know, it's huge this time of year. If you don't have to travel, you play in front of your hometown fans, play on your field. I mean, this is a a grass field. I wonder how many times the Electrics played on a natural
That's
surface.
what I was wondering.
I mean, who in the MVL has I think Riverview had a natural turf, but I think everybody else has an artificial surface.
Yeah.
Now, we used to talk about that as a coaching staff. Would high schools ever have artificial surfaces? We just laughed. That'll never happen. And now it's the other way around. Think we'll ever see a grass field again? And
it's the first one I've seen in a long time.
Well, this stuff kind of grows on its own. You know, you put water on it, Dylan.
Yeah. I'm familiar.
Old school head banging football. I mean, how many passes do you think have been thrown tonight?
Maybe 20 total.
At the most.
15 maybe.
I think Circleville's opened their offense wide open and thrown it maybe twice.
Yeah.
Maybe 4. And Philo wasn't throwing it until they really got behind.
Right back to the ground. And there's a great touchdown-saving tackle by Lincecum. He's had 2 of those where he has just saved a touchdown.
You know, when your secondary guys are your leading tacklers, that's not good. I mean, you rarely win games when your safety is your leading tackler.
So the clock continues to tick. Just over 6 minutes to go.
Clock running. A double wing set here. Single halfback back there at the quarterback. He's going to get it.
Man, not much running room, and there's a flag for holding.
Call is holding on Circleville.
I'm sure the Philo fans think that's a long overdue call compared to the holding calls they've had on their team.
Yeah. False starts, constant You know, every time it seems like they were able to drive the ball down the field, they just had one of those penalties that set them back.
You know, I think all this penalty for the Tigers represents is just an opportunity to run the ball 4 times.
Right. They don't mind being further back. That big run that Zell popped, you know, kind of, it was a great play, but it kind of diminished what they wanted to do on this drive.
I don't think Coach Sherritt would care if it was 1st and 50. Oh, my, look out.
And there's some running room with a cut-up field. Moving forward to the first down marker goes Nungaster.
Had Nungester not drilled the referee standing back there, he may have scored. Boom. Oop.
Yeah, a little stiff arm to the ref.
They're in the field of play. They're nothing stops if you run one over. I mean, I don't see how those guys keep from getting hurt more than they do. I mean, especially that guy that stands right behind the linebackers. I mean, you better be quick of foot.
We're able to juke. 2nd down and 2. And they don't have another player in there. He's coming on late. So we see Caden Sanchez check into the ball game offensively, and there goes Nungaster. He's got the 1st down and more. Nungaster into the end zone. So all 3 of the running threats have scored in this ball game.
Another dead ball, late foul. There's another one. 2 flags thrown.
So Azell has scored 2, Nungaster scores, and we saw Phelan score the opening touchdown.
It's that little counter play to Nungester, and he just barrels through the line of scrimmage and rolled that thing into the end zone. And after he scored, a flag came up, and then 10 seconds later, a second flag went up. So I think there's 2 fouls on somebody. I just saw a Philo player leave the field. I don't know if he was ejected or not. But the defense is going over to talk with head coach. Offense is doing the same on their side. Tigers talking to Coach Sherritt. Well, the referees are, man, they're really talking this one over.
Yeah.
They're all right there. Man, that's as many striped shirts I've seen in a narrow spot in my whole life. Okay, here comes the call.
What is Halloween? Maybe they're dressed as refs.
Okay.
Multiplying out there.
Okay. Dead ball foul, personal foul. Philo. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Circleville.
2nd time we've seen that. Where, that's strange. You have 2 touchdowns that you find the end zone, and then there's 2 offsetting penalties that we saw both times.
Yeah. Well, in most cases like that, the referees see the second guy.
Yeah.
They missed the guy who starts it, but apparently this time they didn't. They saw both guys.
Number 10, Alex Bradham on the hold.
Caden Paxton, I believe, has been perfect tonight.
Yeah, he has.
On everything. Kicks. After the touchdown, the field goal. This time he's got a straight-on PAT effort.
He's got 6 points of his own in this one.
Alex Spradlin, a junior, is the holder.
And that is up and good. So he has as many points as the Electrics alone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 3 with the field goal, 4 extra points.
And it looks like the Tigers will be playing into Week 12.
Yeah. A great performance here at home.
It was. No, I mean, I'm very impressed with their team. They're well coached. They're very disciplined. They didn't make very many mistakes. No turnovers whatsoever. Perfect in the kicking game. Done a nice job. I mean, they're well coached. And, and to go along with it, this is a beautiful facility.
Oh, yeah.
When I was talking to Matt McLaughlin from Circleville here, he says they have 120 acres of property here for their school. They have soccer fields and quite a facility.
It's a beautiful setup.
Okay.
Bleacher, you know, get up high. We were climbing the bleachers. We fell in our hamstrings. But, you know, you get up to the top and you can kind of look over. It makes for something cool.
The pooch kick. Fair catch.
Number 18, Cam Ross, fair catch the kickoff for the Electric.
Handled by Cam Ross for Philo. Made a fair catch. Philo's going to have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Down 31-7, 4:53 left in the game.
Lincecum tried throwing a touchdown pass on his last attempt, but it was intercepted. So Nungaster, he made the interception that set up that drive, and then he ended up scoring on that drive on offense. So 4:51 now, you know, for these seniors, you think Coach Lincecum puts some of his guys in, or he just goes out with what he's got?
Well, you know, it's a lot of times coaches in this situation will put all seniors on the field. Other times, you know, you just you play the hand you brought in.
Yeah, and there is Sprankle. Sprankle with a juke to the outside. A flag is down. It's going to come back. It is in the holding area.
Well, if the penalty's on the Tigers, but it's not. Tackles made that time by number 4, Kaiser Cassidy, with Lamont Holloway trailing behind it, but it's going to come back.
So Slade Sprankle, only a junior. You know, he'll be back for his senior year. Definitely one of the running backs to keep an eye on in the MVL next year. And then we saw Audie Buchanan, only a sophomore. He played quarterback for not a lot of the year, but he saw a lot of meaningful reps.
So you saw Philo more than once through the regular season?
I've seen them probably 4 times this year. Saw them against Crooksville, against Sheridan. And here is Lincecum. Just over 3 minutes.
He wouldn't want to lose a defensive player at this point, whether it's a legitimate play or a penalty situation. I mean, the first guy I'm thinking of is I wouldn't want to lose this Lamont Holloway kid.
No.
Oh, nice play. Wow.
Yeah, Sanchez.
Sanchez is the other kid I definitely want lining up in week 12. Now they got to be telling him, come punch the clock, your work day is over.
Fairly young team here that Circleville has, you know. Sanchez only a junior, 6'3", 220.
Wow.
He'll be around for another year as Lincecum stays on his feet. That ball was almost punched out. He's fumbled it twice. See the effort. They try to punch.
Caden Sanchez, 6'3", 215 junior.
There'll be some eyes on him.
Whoa, we got a guy down.
Injury timeout on the field.
I'm thinking it looks to me like a leg cramp.
Yeah, he was standing well, and then next thing you know, down.
Yep.
He's limping.
That's usually the leg cramp. It's is that number 63?
Believe it is.
Isaiah Mankin. Holy cow. Freshman? Yep. 5'10", 240. Well, we know one thing. By the time he's a senior, that leg cramp will be a faded memory.
Yep. And that's the thing, too. You get these subs in that haven't played all game. It's a cold night, you know.
That's right.
Coming right off the bench, cold, running around, get those hammies loose.
I remember being a player that made sure that the bench didn't get stolen. And coming in a November football game, couldn't feel my feet.
Number 19, Jack Wilson from the ball carrier.
How many years ago was that?
About 112.
Ah.
You know, my players used to ask me, Coach, when you played, could you take your helmet off and put it in your pocket? I'd say no, but I know how we can run laps for about an hour.
Yeah.
Ask another question, boys.
Yeah.
4th down and about maybe a long 1 for the Electrics.
Lincecum with Sprankle in the backfield. And this is a quick pass. He's got Mahon. Mahon with a juke. Mahon going in untouched. So Lincecum to Mahon. The senior-to-senior connection for probably the final time.
I would think so. I mean, we're down around a minute to go, a little more than a minute to go in the game, and all the Tigers need to do is field the kickoff and take a knee.
And how about that? Head coach Dirk Lincecum, son Jack, final play of his career. It's a touchdown pass to his main target. So Mahon has 2 touchdowns in this one.
Well, you know, my brother got to coach his son, and he's told me that was a real special time for him in his career. So I'm sure it's been the same way for Coach Lincecum. His son's heck of a quarterback.
And that PAT up and good by Cohen Davis.
The PAT held by number 4, Grant Carpenter, is up and good. With 1 minute and 12 seconds
So
remaining.
31-14, just over a minute.
Circleville 31, Philo
This
14.
game is in the history books.
No doubt.
Again, you look at the score, you think, oh, maybe Philo got beat pretty bad. I wouldn't say that. I think it was really self-inflicted wounds at the end of the day.
A lot of self-inflicted wounds, and their opponent took advantage of them.
Right.
I mean, I think that by far is the storyline tonight. They played a very physical team that didn't make mistakes. Philo did make mistakes, had turnovers, and it cost them dearly. And, you know, it's never fun to lose your last game. But hats off to the Philo Electrics for a fine season. Made the playoffs here. Got to extend their season another week. That will be important to them down the line that they had a good enough season to make the postseason.
So a little bit of a pooch kick here. Oh, and a big hit at the 40. Mahon, he's got 2 touchdowns. He lights him up. Almost had an interception. You know, he's going out with a bang.
He won't go home with a victory, but he's going to go home with some memories of big plays.
Yeah.
He won't go home with that victory, but
First and 10 Tigers from the 40.
I think he'll be able to look in the mirror tomorrow morning and say, you know, I gave everything I had. That's all you can ask of any player. Just play as well as you can, as hard as you can, for as long as you can.
So just a couple runs here, and that'll do it.
Philo does have 3 timeouts. This is the victory formation. You get your tailback 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage in case there's a fumble. You got a guy standing next to the quarterback up close.
Number 7, Hudson Phelan, takes the lead for the Tigers.
Referee's telling the nose man for Philo, you know, chill.
Yeah. He was ready to blow that play up.
Oh, yeah. Get that, you know, 27-yard fumble recovery, 27-point fumble recovery. Just chill out, fellas. Clock is running. Philo has not called timeout, which is good. That nose man
did it again.
He's bound and determined.
He's going to play to that final whistle. Yeah, that was number 50, Miles Ayers. Oh, he's a senior. He wanted to play a little bit. Got some reps and.
Well, nose men are like that.
Yeah.
You know, they just
5'4".
That's right. You know, you play in the middle of the play. There's never any such thing as a play that goes away from you if you play nose. Everything goes by you.
So that'll do it here from Tiger Field, as it is Circleville coming away with a 31-14 win over Philo. For the Electrics, their season comes to an end. Circleville moves on. We will be back with a post-game wrap-up here from Tiger Field. But again, 31-14 the final. We'll be back. You've been watching OHSAA playoff football right here on South 60 Films. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back into the broadcast booth. Doug Clifford, Dylan Kearns here. Doug, look at this game. We came in, it was 10 versus 7. Philo, 6 consecutive years in the postseason. They just haven't been able to get that win. Tonight, there was an opportunity, though. They played really close for the most part of this game in the first half.
Well, they responded to that first touchdown from Circleville, but then they just couldn't get out of their own way. Fumbles, penalties, mistakes, and, the final score is not really indicative of the game. It was closer than this, but the Tigers took control, and they didn't make those big mistakes, and so they came home with a win. Their first home-hosted playoff win in school history.
Yeah, they had quite the atmosphere here tonight. We're going to take a look at some of those highlights from tonight as we go ahead and take a look with what they brought to the table. We mentioned the solid run game that this Circleville offense had. So here's these highlights for you. This was Hudson Phelan, the quarterback, dodging tackles and finding pay dirt.
Oh, he did. I mean, he's a patient runner. He didn't push the issue. He takes his time, finds the crease, and goes.
Then on a 4th and 22, a coach's worst nightmare, a strike to the end zone.
This is definitely when you hand it off to the offensive coordinator and say, call something good.
Well, we mentioned the Circleville run game. Here's a Zell finding the end zone.
Zell found the end zone, and number 44, Blake Patterson, found a pancake block.
Then a field goal happened by Paxton, and then right here, again, the run game. It's Nungaster. So 3 different running, tailbacks / quarterbacks were able to run it in. Then how about this? The senior-to-senior connection on their final offensive possession as they went Lincecum to Aiden Mahan with what they did. So, the touchdowns, the scores in this game were definitely memorable in terms of what they brought. But, for Philo, it's a changing of the times. You had a great performance, a great season from the running back Slade Sprankle. I mean, in terms of building for next year, if you're head coach Dirk Lincecum, what can you look at tonight that maybe you can blueprint for setting yourself up for success next year?
Well, the first thing you want to do is catch your breath, because you haven't caught your breath since July. And so you can't imagine the amount of work that the football staff puts in. But, I think build on, we've made the postseason. Let's make the postseason again, and let's come away with a win in Week 11. So that should be a big goal for the Electrics.
Yeah, I mean, they've gotten here. We've mentioned several times, 6 consecutive years. And they got to just win that Week 11 game. So that's the next step, I think, for this program. They have a nice young quarterback in the mix. Audie Buchanan, the sophomore, played a lot of reps this year. Could be something to look forward to with a senior tailback and Sprankle right behind him. So a lot to build on for Philo, although their season does come to an end here tonight. For Circleville, they're moving on after an historic win right here at home at Tiger Field. So 31-14, the final score for Doug Clifford, Dylan Kearns. We'll be back with Week 12. We don't know where yet, but stay tuned. You've been watching OHSAA football right here on South 60 Films.